What is up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Here, I'm going to put the chat on the screen so I could see you guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm starting to see you guys slowly funneling in. Hey, everybody. It is Wednesday, and you guys know when it is Wednesday, we are doing Tribe Teas. And if you guys don't know what Tribe Teas, that is when you guys send me in your stories and we give advice, the tribe gives advice, and all that jazz. What is up? Everybody is starting to funnel in. Happy Wednesday. What is up, everybody? I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. That's good. Thanks for the compliments on the hair. Thank you. Thank you. She is very cheap. She was only like $20 on Amazon. What? Who is she? I was thinking of doing like more like hair reviews and stuff like how I used to do back in the day. So if you guys would like that, let me know. It won't be like whole reviews, but like at the beginning of live streams like this, I'll probably put in like a little commercial or something. But yes, we are about to get crunk today, guys. What is up? What is up, chat? What's up, everybody? So apologies in advance because they're doing some yard work outside. So if you hear that, sorry. Okay, sorry. But we have 6 stories to get through today. And I know you guys are looking at the title story and you're like, and I know y'all are looking at the thumbnail and you're like, do not worry. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into the mess, okay? Y'all said my mic isn't working here. It's probably just me talking low, honestly. Is that better? Let me know. But we have 6 different stories, okay? We have 6 different stories at this point, and they're all not long, so bear with me. I see somebody in the chat just spamming my chat. Do I practice voodoo? No, I do not practice voodoo. Are you happy now? Can you like the stream and move on? Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna get into our first story. I'm not gonna do too much rambling today because I want to get into it. As you guys can see, I'm in a good mood. I opened a few weird tribe teas this morning. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Like, just another friendly reminder that I am not a therapist. I am not any of that. I am a girl on YouTube with a mic and a camera, okay? I'm not even going to school to be a therapist or a head shrink or any of that, all right? Shoot, I got my own few screws loose, okay? Just be mindful. Like, I get it. Like, it's an email, so sometimes you guys may forget that, like, a real life person is gonna read it. And, like, I get maybe you, like, want to vent and stuff, but, like, I'm a real person. Also, if you commit a crime, a serious crime, let's be a little bit smarter, okay? And another little disclaimer I'd like to give is if yo messy ass want to stay in a toxic friendship and you introduce your toxic friends to my channel and your messy behind decides to write in a tribe tea, don't come to me. That has nothing to do with me and everything to do with your messy ass. Like, just charge it. And just because I've been made aware that has happened as well. Y'all, these tribe teas are something serious. They are so funny. Y'all be cracking me up. Like, y'all literally crack me up. So yeah, just give y'all a little bit of a refresher. There are some tribe tea rules. The same rules do apply. I'm thinking I might be changing them soon just because kind of want to get into a little bit mature speed of things. But yeah, so maybe the age limit and stuff might change. But basically, not a therapist, not a diary, and not responsible if you decide to be messy. And I always tell y'all, tell your own story. Do not tell other people's business because that happens. So let's get into this first story, okay? Let's get into this first story. So it's called Almost Knocked the F Out. And I've seen this person in the chat a few times. I'm not going to expose who you are, but just know I see you, okay? Oh, and another thing, for anybody that wants to know where I am, I will always email you when I read your story. because I'm never in the same place. Last week I was in 2021. Now I'm back in 2020. Like, there's really no point in asking me where I'm at. Like, I'll email you and let you know, okay? So, almost knocked the F out. Hey, Naja, today I sent you a package from my little Etsy shop. Oh my God, okay. Oh, I hope I'm not giving away who it is. I got a few packages over there, so hopefully I'm not giving away who it is. But my fake name is Anne. I'm 28, and this happened when I was about 19. My friend Jayla had a child by an abusive a-hole when we were still in high school, and she fought him physically, and she was strong and crazy. Well, damn. All right. So, she put up a fair fight, but that obviously is besides the point and doesn't make physical or verbal abuse okay. That part, regardless if it's the girl being the aggressor or the guy being the aggressor, like, nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. Like, it's toxic. So they said my friend had a hard life and sadly wouldn't recognize a healthy relation. Oh my God, that is so mean. She said my friend had a hard life and sadly wouldn't recognize a healthy relationship even if it pissed on her. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all y'all secretly are not friends with your friend. That's why part of my intro, I'm like, girl, that's your friend, because some of y'all are like low key shiesty no poo. Like, y'all, that's not like, what is that? What is that? And she talk about, but sorry, this isn't her story, so I'm gonna stop. All right, come on, man. Unnecessary. Is it just me, or was that unnecessary? That was unnecessary. Right, like, pissed on her, like, really? Urine? So, Jayla and I were chilling at my house with her baby, and she had to have been under 2, but it's weird because I swore we were younger when she was born, but I smoke a lot. Girl, I could tell because your brains are maybe fried as hell. You done said that, girl, you wouldn't know a healthy relationship unless you pissed on her. Like, damn. Okay. Sis. She said, but I did not smoke around the baby, just for clarification. But I did smoke with her. So we didn't smoke at all that day. So I don't know why, but when I dropped off Jayla and her child, her abusive sperm donor decided to come out and talk shit. Bum boy himself came up to my passenger door and said his child smelled like weed and I better not smoke around her. See, here's the thing. Even if you're not smoking around the baby, like if the baby is in your house and you smoke your house out, the baby could smell like weed. If you hotbox your car and the baby is in the car, the baby could smell like weed. Like, that's why a lot of people get cased up at daycares and stuff and get their kids CPS looked at, because you think that you could just go on living your normal life. Like, don't get me wrong. I know you can go on YouTube and TikTok and find like stoner moms or whatever, but come on now. What happens to the majority of people when they find out your baby over here smell like a pound? Like, let's be real. Quan in the chat talking about, damn, what y'all smoking, right? You got the contact following the baby for days, hours, like, Jesus. So, she says, 1, nobody smoked around that child. 2, you're welcome for bringing your child and your woman home safely. Girl, what in the obsessed type of answer was that? That's almost like a you lucky I didn't swerve off the highway and end all of us. Like, what the hell? And 3, don't talk to me like that. 4, stink meat. Wait, she's talking about 4, stink meat. You got me fucked up. She said 4, stink meat. I'm calling my man. So you're like, you want to be violent. We're just going to invite all the violence, apparently. So boom, Naja, to this day, I don't know who that dude thought he was speaking to, but my response must have hit a nerve because his sister looking like an androgynous Debo. Rest in peace. You got a little too much time on your hands. You've been thinking. It was like, man, if I ever have to talk about this bitch. Oh my God. So then androgynous Debo comes out flapping her jaws, which she knew were already, oh my God, here we go. Not with the fat shaming, girl. Talking about she knew she done ate everything in sight. Please help. She said, I called her a bee, and then she charged at me like a rhino. And Jayla was like, Ann, get in the car, right? Like, what? I would have been like, Ann, look, I'm not about to fight Madam Debo. So what are you doing, Ann? Your man's not here yet. Let's go. Like, what? So I'm a tiny loudmouth Scorpio. Shout out to all the Scorpios in the chat with y'all hot-headed irresponsible asses. Like, what is this? So I indeed did get my ass in the car, and Debo y'all, tell me why the sister smashed the windshield of not Jayla's car, but the girl who wrote in the story got her windshield smashed, like Holt smashed, by her homegirl's boyfriend's sister. You can't make this up. Not cracked it, like broke it. It's done. She says she broke it with like the bottom of her palm, like right here. Like, oh shit, bitch. Yes, like that. Like, child. So the windshield didn't fall into the car onto me, but it was a little more than like a crack. So it was like, you know, that's pretty much it. What do you mean that's pretty much it? Did you like or did you just stay there and like call AAA? Like, what did you do? Like, no. She says my then boyfriend, current husband, congratulations, by the way, sis, current husband, came an hour later, Jesus, because he lived 45 minutes away back then. And of course, the nameless F-boy just wouldn't come outside to catch his fade. And this part sounds like a lie, but I promise my man says he thinks that bruh faked y'all. Her boyfriend thinks that when okay, so I'm gonna play the scenario for y'all, what I'm assuming happened. She says that her man walked up to the door and knocked on the door, and he said that the boyfriend pretended to make dog noises, like he had a guard dog or like a pit or something. So dude behind the door talking about roo, roo, roo. He was like, wait, I know you're lying. You know what? I believe you telling the truth because you knew I was going to be like, what? Oh my gosh. Shout out to all the mods in the chat, by the way. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Oh my God. So, I guess Debo wasn't home that day to fight. To fight her brother's battles. Just wow. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Jayla set me up to get robbed after this. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious where her loyalty stood at that point. Like, what? F 'em. Didn't take anything from me. I'd give you more details about that, but then it'd be extremely obvious to everyone who knows the situation. Well, thank you for dialing it back so that people won't know. Appreciate you. She said, thanks for reading. Sorry, I'm a rambler. Here's a pic. I look cute for once. I'm at home with my toddler often, and I legit look crazy half the time. Girl, you look so cute. Shut up. You look so adorable. Don't know what you're talking about. But I cannot imagine like you look tiny. Like I could not see little old you. Oh my God. You look so tiny. Child, let me open up the chat. What the chat girls got to say. I am dead. Like, what? Right, Chelsea? Like, what is happening? This is very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. I'm so glad that Jayla is not your friend no more. At least I'd hope not. I'd hope you wouldn't still be friends with a bitch that robbed you and that your boyfriend had to beat their baby daddy up. Like, well, yikes on bikes. That was a very wild ride. Anybody in the chat ever been in a situation where you somehow got into the toxic relationship and now you getting your windshield bust by a third party? So Myra says she on Madam Debo's side. She said, I'm on Madam Debo's side. Honestly, I see where Madam Debo is coming from, because honestly, Anne, that wasn't your argument, right? That wasn't your argument and you jumped in. So Madam Debo was like, well, this ain't my argument, but I'm gonna jump in. You said, what is her sign? Because she knows how to read. Oh, she's a Scorpio. You already know. She just read them for freaking filth for no reason at all. Just straight disrespectful. Like, no. Quad talk about they might have been smoking more of this weed, child. Mini Monster, you better go and do your final project and get your stuff together. Trust me, the anxieties will go away and you will sleep so much better at night when you wrap that final up. Like, hang it up, no flat screen. Tree, no branch. Shout out to Casey in the chat for the donation. Casey says, I'm late to the live. I came in when the man was barking like the dog. Walk up like a dog, in the words of Santana. No, you're not too late. We still got hella stories to read. Thank you again, sis. Thank you. Yeah, it was too much. It was definitely too much. Thank you so much, your favorite Virgo. Thank y'all. Let me know in the comments below if any of you guys have ever been in a situation where you've taken up for a friend and then your friend fall back and now you're getting like the whole whooping. Let me know in the comments below. Or if you have ever been that friend where you almost been set up to be in that situation and you were like, child, I am not about to go down for you. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it. Make sure you guys like this video if you like this story. I'm about to move on to the next one, and it is called Should I Keep Trying or Keep It Casual? You should always keep it cool, calm, and collected like a cucumber. Never let them know. Stay mysterious. Unless you really want it, then get what the hell you want. Period. All 2021. Okay, let's get into it. So, hey Naja, I've been watching you since 2017 and you really helped me through some dark times. Well, thank you for staying here with me. I'm glad I could do that for you, sis. She says, I've never been able to catch a live, but I always watch it afterwards. Well, hey, future tense. Hey. She says, this is my first time writing in because I genuinely need your advice and I don't feel as if my straight friends will understand. You can call me Tia. And at the beginning of the pandemic, I realized I should live my life, and I decided to come out of the closet as a queer 20-year-old. Even with the pandemic in full swing, I joined an LGBT plus app and started meeting girls. Okay, little baby gay, calm down. What? Slow your roll. Slow your roll, okay? Them apps is dangerous. Them apps are dangerous, okay? You gotta be careful, all right? So I met 5, see, this is too much. I met 5 girls, but only 2 in person. And I quickly realized that dating is so hard. Like, I never thought dating would be this hard. About a month ago, I met a girl who I really like. She's 24 and will probably be 25 by the time you read this. She is an Aquarius, as am I. Shout out to all of my Aquarius in the chat and all my LGBTQA plus people in the chat. Shout out to y'all as well. So she says the connection was instant and we could talk for hours about every and anything. When we met in person, the vibe was everything. She is asexual and up until a month ago identified as aromantic. She realized she wasn't aromantic after she fell for her straight, maybe bi-curious best friend. There are a lot of labels going on here, child. But gave up on it after that girl got a boyfriend. She says she's not looking for anything serious, but for some reason I cannot shake my feelings for her. She confronted me about my feelings and my Aquarius ass avoided the question and even became distant for a couple days. We met up again and ended up doing the deed. Wait, hold on. Whoa, slow the rope. Wind it back. wind it back. Wait. Okay. That was a little fast, but all right. It's just like, okay, so she just told me that she has feelings for me, so I'm just going to ghost her for a few days, but then when we get back together, we're just gonna hook up. Like, what? So she wanted to explore things. Apparently, the asexual wanted to explore, and I was the first girl or anybody, like, because any guys I don't know, asexual is what I remember is just you, like, you don't really so I'm the only person she's even been intimate with, and she spent that whole day with me, and we had brunch, went shopping, and it was an all around romantic day to me. So whenever I'm distant, she expresses that she feels sad about it, but wants me to have my space. But the only reason I'm distant is because I can feel myself catching feelings for her. But if I do, I feel as if it won't be reciprocated and I'll just end up hurting myself. Why don't you feel like it would be reciprocated? I mean, if she's asexual / aromantic and she's showing that interest in just you, like, isn't that what that, somebody correct me in the chat, or if I'm getting this wrong, but I just assume that means that you are the person of interest. Like, if there's anybody she's not going to turn down, it would be you. Like, let me know if I'm tripping, but that's just what I thought that meant. So if that is the case, I would just leave all that fear of rejection out of here, because obviously you're their person, right? Let me know if I'm getting this wrong, but that's like the vibe I'm getting here. Blah, 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 blah. She says, I don't want to ruin this because she is a great person that I want in my life, even if it's not romantic. She wants to keep seeing me casually, and I just want to know what I should do in this situation. Should I keep going to see if it becomes romantic, keep it casual, or just resort to being friends? Well, girl, y'all already hooked up, so I don't know about that. Thank you so much for reading, and thanks for the advice in advance. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about in the chat. Yeah, because everybody is pretty much being like, I thought so too. She said they must be like a demisexual or something. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. Thanks, Anna. Y'all talking about, I don't know, I'm trying to be nice, but I don't know what's going on. The other Naja says, I thought asexual was someone who isn't interested in sex at all. Me too. Like, I don't know. Like, that's why I'm like, but I know there's some people who are only attracted to like specific people, like aromantic or something. Like, didn't she tell her she wants to be romantic? That's what I thought too. I thought in there the whole point was to build up to the relationship. So I don't know. It seems to me like the person who wrote into this might not know exactly what they want yet. You get what I'm saying? And I feel you, Lib. That's how I feel too. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to be like, oh, well, you don't come off as bi. You don't come off as gay. You don't come off as asexual, you know, like. But the story was very vague. I do agree. I do agree with Chocolatia. Chocolita. I do think y'all need some communication going on. This just is confusion and lack of communication and confusion, in my opinion, because obviously you guys have hooked up. I could see that as being a big deal for an asexual person. I don't know if you should keep, a lot of y'all in the chat are saying keep it casual, but it's the fact that you are the first and only person to be intimate with them. I could see how that would really hurt them. Like, am I tripping? Man, I'm just like, that would hurt my feelings if I haven't done anything with anybody and then I find interest in you specifically and you tell me that you're down and we're on the same page, and now all of a sudden you don't know whether this is what you want to do, and then when I tell you I for sure want to be with you, you like ghost me for days, and then when we do meet back up we smash. I don't know, it's giving Aquarius tease. I don't know. I would stop ghosting her and definitely tell her how you feel. Yes, I agree with this is how I am in the chat. I would definitely be honest with her and tell her how you feel, because you're just going to be wasting each other's time at the end of the day. So let me know in the comments below if any of you guys are asexual or aromantic and you want to educate us. Let me know in the let us know in the comments. And how would you feel if you were that person's shoes? You know, like, what do you think they should do? Let me know. And yes, thank you. To who's this? To Tally Eva. Thank you so much. Yes, please like the stream. All right, so let's get into this third story. Okay, it is called "Was I Wrong?" Girl, maybe. I don't know. You might be. You might not be. But hey, it's a good thing if you're questioning whether you were wrong or not, at least you care. That means you care, regardless of what you're talking about. So, okay, we got ourselves a super chat. Thanks, D. D talking about Naja, you look hot today. Thank you, sis. So here, let me get into this story. So she says, or they say, I should say, "Hey Naja, it's me, Reno, and I am writing because I just need to know, am I tripping? So this situation deals with me, my mom, my mom's friend, and the law, in capital. Now, it's nothing major, just fees and due date confusion. So anyway, my mom calls me and she has her friend on the call with her, and she makes me aware of this when I answer the phone. Now, I didn't think too much of it because my mom usually does this if she just has something real quick to ask or tell me, and it's not personal, so I'm cool with her friend being on the call because my mom isn't about to say anything personal. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So I thought. Girl, tell me why my mom starts going in about how she got a letter from the court. When she finally stops talking, I ask if that was all they sent, and she says yes, and continues to question me and my wallet in front of her friend. Well, what was the court summons for? At this point, I'm upset because not only did my mom air me out, she did it in front of her friend. I don't really know or talk to this friend of hers, and I don't understand why my mom, of all people, thought this was okay. And once she's done questioning me, I say, okay, I just don't understand why you're calling me with your friend on the phone to tell me this. To which she replies that she's trying to see if I need help. And she has him on the phone because she doesn't want to have to repeat it again later. What? Okay, now don't get me wrong. By all means, I don't mind a little helping hand, but this approach was not it for me. Girl, what was the court summons? What did you do? Hold on. What did you do? Is it a ticket? Like, what is all the drama for? Like, is it a pregnancy test? Is it an STD test? Like, is it a bar exam result? Like, what is in the envelope that is just so makes this so offensive? Because in my opinion, this is just like aggravating. Like, as soon as I would have heard the other person on the phone, I would have been like, okay, mom, like, I'm gonna pick up the letter myself. We don't need to talk about this on the phone. Because who is the person on the phone? Are they a traffic expert? Are they a cop? Like, how is this? I don't know. But the reason I'm writing this is because I want to know, am I wrong to feel some type of way about my mom airing me out like that? I mean, I get that the person is there to help, but some of the things my mom were saying just definitely didn't need to be said. What do you think? Oh yeah, by the way, my mom likes to make it seem like I am or I should be struggling financially even when I'm not. Love your videos. Love you too, sis, but I feel like you specifically left something out of this story. Like, why does your mom think that you're financially irresponsible? Was the letter from the court have to do with finances? Was that person on the other end of the phone call like an accountant or like a member with your bank? Like, what is going on? Regardless, if you don't want your personal information or your mail open, that is completely justified. Like, you don't need to do none of that. You could put your mom in her place and let her know, I don't want you opening my stuff. Get your mail sent somewhere else, and that be that. But I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think in the chat? What do y'all? I don't think it's a big deal, but I mean, like, if it's something that is obviously like a scab in your relationship, something that's like picking, you get what I'm saying? I could see how this would be irritable, but I feel like there's something more going on with this tea, and I think that's why your mama called her friend, because it was juicy. Let me see the chat. I came to live and now none of the stories make sense. Just K said, yeah, it's illegal to open someone else's mail. It really is illegal. That's why I'm like, if you don't want her to do that, that is completely in your right, and she can't. Jelly says, why would she want you to struggle? I'm getting the vibe that the mom doesn't want to let them out the nest, and they're just assuming that they wouldn't know what to do with money, and then they get a letter from like the courts and they're like, what's going on? That's the vibe I'm getting from this. But yeah, I do agree that in order for your mom to be asking for help, it has to be major, right? It's pretty vague. But I get it. If it's that personal, you're mad at your mom for doing a 3-way call. I wouldn't want it on a YouTube video. I get it. But at the end of the day, yeah, you're justified. It's your information. She doesn't need to be telling it to people, but it is what it is. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had an instance where your parents open up your mail, or if you just have like a parent who be airing out dirty laundry to family members or like other family members and stuff. Let me know in the comments below. So this next one is called She Thought We Were Friends and I Ghosted Her. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. Let's get into it. So, what's up, Naja? You can call me pimpin' because I don't love these hoes. I'm 23, struggling through college, and a black masculine lesbian, and I am a Libra. Shout out to all the Libras in the chat. Shout out to all the pimpin' Libras in the chat. I've had a history of pursuing straight women and being the first girl they've ever been with type of thing. I used to get off on that in high school and the first couple years in college, but I'm not going for the shenanigans anymore. I am very glad to hear that. I'm very happy for you about that, because I was about to say that is just some very immature shit. Like, whenever I hear people be on the whole, I'm trying to be that straight person's first whatever, I just be like, okay, James Charles, just calm down. So good for you for growing out of it, because it's really growing out of drama, if we're being real. Like, so I used to be butthurt, wondering why I was never good enough to be taken seriously, but I came to the realization that I was just doing it to myself. Right, you was going out with straight people, like, they not about to do what it do. So now at age 23, I just F around with no emotion because it is a cold world and I don't take anyone seriously. Now that you get a feel of how I am with dating, let's talk about this girl. We're going to call her Phoebe, and she is a friend of 2 of my other friends, and she is a Sagittarius. Shout out to all of the Sagittarius in the chat. And before we even get into this, y'all, if somebody has hurt you out there, like, do not hurt yourself by ruining your chances with other people by trying to emulate the same dogs that like dogged you out, because it's not really you for real. Like, because you're going to meet your match. You're going to meet a few, honestly, and you're just going to pretend like you never met them. That's going to remind you of who you really are. But anyway, let's get into your story. So they said, I went to a different college than one of my 2 friends went to, but every time I came home, my friends would bring me around her. And this is how I met Phoebe. So she began flirting with me since day one, and I've told her more than once that I'm serious. Like, I'm serious about dating girls. Like, this is not a phase for me, sis. Like, leave me alone if you're not for real. And Phoebe, I guess, didn't take me seriously. And I'm not going to call her a hoe, but she pursues a lot of people. So fast forward for 2 years. 2 years? That's a long time to be buttering up a biscuit to smash. Jesus. Okay. Fast forward to 2 years, and I get transferred to the same college as Phoebe and my 2 friends, and we just end up smashing multiple times. We were on FaceTime, and I asked her to be my girlfriend because what happened to pimp? You could call me pimping because I don't love these hoes. What happened to that? Where did that go? Talk about, I want you to be my girlfriend. What? Like, okay, girl. So she said no. Oh my God, y'all. She said no because she was dating some man and was gonna take him seriously. I thought you were done dating the straight girls. I thought you were done with them. This is why. This is why. This is why. So I said cool and fell back. Because I don't think I should remain being friends with somebody I used to smash if they have a significant other. And that's on period. Like, I don't blame you for going ghost now. Now that I know the full situation, because it's like, what more are we about to do here? Because it's one thing if we're like fucking around and I'm aware that you have a boyfriend and I'm aware of my role and shit. But what did I tell you? Every time you try to do that whole, oh, I'm gonna be the dog that dogged me out, there's always gonna be somebody that reminds you what role you really play in this shit. And you are just not that person. She's that dirty dog ass person. And honestly, you shouldn't want to be that person. Like, they're miserable, obviously, constantly searching for something. It just is what it is. So I went ghost on her because life keeps going and we're not a thing anymore. She texted me after 7 to 8 months asking me if I was hurt that she didn't want to be my girlfriend. I was at the time, but I just got over it. She said that sex ruined our friendship. I don't think we had much of a friendship outside of that because girl, y'all knew each other for 2 years before you smashed. Even if she was a friend of a friend, like, come on, if you see an associate as a tag along for 2 years, they're slowly becoming like side character, if not third or fourth main character vibes. Like, let's be real. That's mean. You talking about she thought we was friends. Y'all were low-key friends. That's not cool. Just say you was hurt. Just say you was hurt and charge it. Say you was hurt and charge it. Because even some people in the chat being like, what friendship? They were cool for 2 freaking years before they smashed. Like, come on now. She lying. That's what y'all try to say in the chat. Whenever y'all get hurt, y'all talk about what friendship. This never happened. Dated who? I don't even know their name. Like, what? So she just kept texting me, asking me if my feelings were hurt. And I just moved on from the situation. Like, girl, you need to block her, because I feel like she is an energy vampire and she's getting off at the fact that she rejected you. And she's just like constantly getting off on it over and over and over. Like, cut her off. She's doing more for her than for you. Like, so my question to you is, am I being mean for ghosting her after we were smashing for 3 months? I feel like she's trying to force me in the friend zone after we've been lovers and shit don't work like that in my head. What do you think? I think she's trying to put you in the friend zone because you already have a pre-existing friendship with the other people in the friend group and she doesn't. So if they're going to choose, they're going to choose you and not choose her. Okay, and I don't know anybody out there thinks that lesbian girl groups are different than any other type of girl group, but that's tea. So I get why she's like, can we just all stay friends type shit? Like, can we just all be cool? But if you guys were cooling and being associates for 2 years and you smash for 3 months and everything goes to shit, like, was it really solid? Like, was it really solid? She says, I don't think I'm hurt, but I suppress pain now, so I really don't know. Oh my God. I feel like I go ghost to avoid pain. I think I hurt her feelings because she thought she was going to be buddy-buddy after that, and I'm not on that. I'm going to keep ghosting her, but let me know, am I handling this correctly? Thank you. Love you. Thanks for reading. Love you too. And you know what? I would talk to your friends. Like, how do they feel about the situation? I feel like you really can't be friends after that because you lied about your situation. Because like I said earlier, it'd be one thing if you were upfront about you having a man and now we're just fooling around, but that wasn't the case. Like, you sprung it on me once we had already established that we're going to be more than friends for 3 months. That's 12 weeks of you all in my fucking face. Like, and now we're over here like, okay, I'm ready to, settle. Oh, I have somebody. Like, that's not what friends do. Friends don't do shit like that. So no. The sex didn't ruin the friendship. Lying did. Yo lying ass ruined the friendship. So no, I don't think that you did the wrong thing. I'd be a little bit more mature and let her know why, and be like, look, I'm doing this because it has nothing to do with sex. You're just a liar. Like, you lied to me, and it's okay to have your feelings hurt because obviously you genuinely cared about her. I mean, it is what it is. She definitely played you, but it is what it is, because I'm telling you, you're gonna find your person and they're gonna be so thankful that you're not a cheating dog ass individual. Like, they're gonna be very happy. Yeah, it was just all messy, right? Block her, please block her. But if you see her in person because y'all have mutuals, like, just let her know straight up, like, this is why. Megan talking about this making sad women look away, but hear me out. We fleeting. We got to be free and run. Obviously not. I took that the quality of Sagittarius that I took from that is prioritization of endgame. Okay. She knew that she was playing around and didn't really want a serious relationship with a woman. She knew she couldn't see herself walking down no altar with a woman. And she knew the whole time what she was doing and that she had that man and that's where she was about to stay. But she wanted to do what she wanted to do in the meantime. Talking about not the Sag trying to defend. Look, we all do shitty stuff, guys. Every sign has their mess. Every sign has their mess. Please like the video, y'all. Like this video. Get your pimp juice. Yes, Aisha, get your pimp juice and keep it moving. We can't go outside. Pimpy can't go outside. We can't go outside. Let me know in the comments below if any of you guys have ever been in a situation like that. Again, I just want to reiterate to you guys, like, even if somebody does do you dirty, trust me, it's going to pay off in the end by being your authentic self when you do put yourself out there. I always think of it as like, okay, so I spilled my guts to you for 12 weeks. Okay, you knew I split my pants in the first grade. Whatever. Go tell your friends. Newsflash. Really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. Just don't let it get to you. Don't let that shit change you, because it's good quality to have. Being kind is very good quality to have. Oh, God. Child. What is this? Is this a meme? Oh, my God. I'm scared. Okay, y'all. I'm scared. This might be a little sad. This is the second to last story. After this story, we're going to get to the title story, okay? It is called A Short Story of Heartbreak. Okay, so, oh my God, y'all, hold on, I gotta read this, dramatic as hell. Damn, and she found this out on my mom's birthday. Are y'all ready? Here we go. Naja, as of today, November 27th, 2020, I found out I have been the other woman for 2 years. How the hell did this man manage to do this for 2 years and make you feel like first place? No suspicion, anything, like, child. Shout out to the Sages again. Talking about that's my birthday. You could call me Rose. I am 28 and my partner is also. I am a Taurus and he is a Cancer. Shout out to all my Taurus in the chat. Shout out to all my Cancer in the chat. Look, any of you guys that are dating each other that are Taurus and Cancer and y'all are working out, I am so happy for you and I'm so glad. But I just couldn't see a big old ball of mush being with no, like, rigid ass Taurus. I just couldn't see it. I don't know. I have a feeling I could already see where this is going. You're going to be like sensible mind and he's going to be on some like weird fleety bullshit. I could just feel it already. Here we go. So I have been dating this guy officially on since November 29th, 2018, and we started talking early. He recently told me he wanted to take a break because work was getting busy. More like his wife wanted him home, girl. I bet you he's married. Cause like that's like some married dude shit. How do you hide a whole relationship for 2 years? Like, that's crazy. This man is talented, right? Right, Lamar, right? Talented. What? So, he told me work was getting too busy, and because of some post I was making on Snapchat, he wanted to take a break. You're a cheater, sir. Quotes that he thought I was talking about him, which I wasn't. And I agreed to this break because he gets really busy with his job. But the Snapchat stuff was immature, right? Y'all are grown. And then at this time, y'all were 26. So yeah, that was very childish of him being like, I don't like the quotes you post on Snapchat. Okay. I have had some suspicions about him because I don't trust easily, but I was also ignoring red flags. Things like only calling me at certain times, or I wouldn't be able to reach him at certain times of the day, but God forbid I didn't answer my phone once. I have been to his old place and met his brother. Oh my God. Y'all men just suck. Like, y'all just suck, all of you. I'm sorry. Y'all just suck. Like, so you mean to tell me? So I've seen videos and pictures of the new place. I didn't see any sign of a woman in there. He had accused me of cheating in the past, and that is when I got more suspicious, and I decided to check his Instagram. Girl, you should have been checked his Instagram. As soon as he started tripping over social media, that should let you know that, well, I'm just letting any of y'all know out there because she already knows what's going on. But any of you guys out there that are wondering, if you have anybody that is tripping about social media like that, they obviously take social media seriously. So whatever they got on their social media is what's really going on. So if you over here tripping about Snapchat and shit, I know, okay, so if whatever I post is written in blood, whatever you post better be tattooed, because what the hell? This man had dirt all on his Instagram and you just now finding out. You should have told your homegirls, look them up, something. So I found a girl who had appeared to be an ex but was still friendly with. That's also low-key a red flag. I don't know. I know that's very situational for some people, because I know some people in the chat have said, like, look, I can get along and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, shit, some of y'all might have kids with each other, so it's very beneficial to get along. But there ain't, we don't got an child, we don't even share a parakeet or a kitten, like nothing. What are we doing? What are we doing? So I couldn't really tell because they didn't have any pictures together on his or her Instagram at that time. I did notice that some locations matched in pictures, and I asked him about it, and he told me that she was an ex and that I was starting stuff. Starting stuff? I'm trying to get answers. Like, oh my God. So we move on and we're still together, but something is telling me that there is more going on here. Time moves on and more red flags that I chose to ignore, like him not wanting me to meet his mom, or I couldn't go on vacation with him, and I wasn't being invited to Thanksgiving. Okay, here's my thing, ladies. There are only maybe like 2 or 3 months in the year that don't have holidays, okay? If you are repetitively not being invited to, think about it. New Year's is in January. No, let's even dial it back more. He didn't invite you for Thanksgiving. Okay, maybe we're not there yet. He didn't invite you for Christmas. Okay, well, Thanksgiving's more personal than Christmas, so maybe he didn't do that. Now it's New Year's, bitch. That's a holiday where you're supposed to be getting fucked up. He didn't invite you. Now it's Valentine's Day, the holiday of love. He didn't fuck with you. Now it's St. Patrick's Day. He still don't want to drink with your ugly ass. Like, bruh, just look. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Like, I'm stressed. This is stressing me out. stressing me out because I would have had to call him out like years ago. Like, what? So New Year's, nothing. Thanksgiving, nothing. And this is 2 years, so this is multiple holidays you're missing. So when he would come over to see me, he would never stay more than 2 hours. And after 2 years of this, I realized we have never really been on a first date. Wait. So y'all have never been on a date? Y'all have just been Netflixing and chilling for 2 years. He wasted her time. I don't know, Trinity. I'm torn because I want to be like, you wasted your time, but he wasted your time for real. Like, this is horrible. I just feel so bad for you that, like, this is a mess. So I spent over $15,000 on this man because it's my love language. I love to gift the man in my life. Money doesn't really matter to me, but my brother pointed it out to me. How much stuff I get him from what he gets me in return isn't the same. He got me a pair of boots, a chain, and some chocolates. I got him a camera, an iPhone, a Louis bag, debt. She paid off $3,000 of this man debt. So today we talk on the phone and I wanted to ask him why he keeps checking in on me when we're supposed to be on break. I never got to it, but later on he texts me a screenshot of his phone to show me something. And the background is a picture of a woman in a bathing suit, but I can't see her face. I can see her tattoos and her jewelry. And it is the girl who is supposed to be his ex. So I asked who the person was, and he says it's just some random picture. And I can tell it's her, but I can't breathe, so I just get off the phone. He proposed to her in the summer. At this moment, I just feel numb and broken. I thought I was in love with this person. He told me so many times he loved me and I was his home. I have an update for you. P.S. I will have pictures of him and her and then of me and him. Please don't show them. Let me see. Not him booed up in the bed. She said, I said, yes, this wonderful man proposed on our cruise. He made the moment so special. Girl, if you do not blow up their little fairy tale bubble and tell good sis that her man is a low down, dirty ass dog and has been in a whole second committed relationship, and all these pictures you sent me of you rubbing his little musty ass beard, you need to send to her. This man's face is so fucking smackable, and I could just tell he's not used to getting no type of play. He got the audacity to do this to you. And he got the audacity to play his wife. Oh, this is the picture. Hold on. This is the picture of the... Oh, and he's tripping too. Like, his girl is a baddie. Like, his girl is fine. Like, his girl's fine. He's tripping. He should need to just stay his ass at home. But obviously, he belongs to the streets. He belongs to nobody. And I bet you, and I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I low-key might even feel like she might know and that you've been paying some of them bills. I'm not about to lie to you. I feel like old girl might even know because it's really interesting how both of their social media is kind of set up to look single. Like, weird. Shout out to Reaching Umami. She says, I am convinced that he and his actual girl knew about her and were just cashing in because what the fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that'd be really a really sick, twisted thing, but that's what I'm starting to think too. Because how do you not know? And both of y'all pages are set up to look like that. I wouldn't be surprised if she's finessing other men herself. But my thing is, it's one thing to finesse and it's another thing to do what they doing in these pictures. He is laid up with this girl. Like, this isn't something you do with like a casual hookup. Like, bro got a whole do-rag on smashing this shit. This ain't no casual hookup, bro. Like, he comfortable at her shit. That's crazy. Definite fraudsters. What do you guys have to say about this? My little headband is hurting my little circulation. I don't see how y'all be wearing these little headbands. Baby girl, I'ma cheat on you with my do-rag. There we go. Fix the headband. There we go. She's back. She's back. Yeah, I feel like there's way more to this. I feel like there's some conspiracy going on. I feel like somebody needs to get a charge back and file a dispute for fraud. I feel like they're on some scamiana. I feel like they're together on it. Judge Mathis, go to Judge Mathis, right? We need to go to Judge Mathis. Like, yes, you could sue somebody for that. Yes, if you could prove that there was conspiracy, but that's going to be very hard to prove. Very hard. Very hard to prove. And again, this is all just us assuming, but it walks like a duck, talks like a duck. It's starting to look like a duck. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, she won't be able to, I don't know. Because that is true. Those were gifts in the Judge Mathis voice. Those were gifts. I mean, it was either a loan or it wasn't. Do you got him on the phone plan, or did you just pay for the phone out of pocket? Because you could take him to court for that phone. Right. This is just sad. I do agree with Jamila. She said, if y'all listen, she told us men will use you to get the women they want. That is so true. Because he over here, I'm looking at you and you are beautiful yourself, but you look nothing like his main BM. His main chick. His main chick looks nothing like you. Y'all don't have the same body shape. Y'all don't got the same nut. Like, y'all don't look alike at all. His girl look like she's on some Instagram shit. Freaking 8-pack abs, pierced up, tatted up. Like, she does not look like you at all. Like, you and her don't even look the same. So that's why I'm low-key kind of like questioning him. Like, what was your intent? I feel like he was milking you to go fund other bitches. But I'm hoping you ended this. I'm really hoping you ended this because you're young, you're attractive, you have stuff going for you. This is just a mess. This is just a whole mess. Shout out to Casey in the chat. She says, I paid for my ex a $800 gift and he was cheating. Girl, we've all done dumb shits. I've done bought plane tickets and shit for cheaters. Like, we girls do dumb shit sometimes, okay? Just as much as guys do dumb shit. But you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them and know when to walk away. Like, walk away, girl. You need to walk away, all right? So let's get into this title story. OMG. Let's get into this title story here. Do we have the water over here? Thanks again for all the super chats, guys. They are not required, but they were always appreciated. Do you want to do me a favor? Roll me a blizzy, please. Oh my god, my arm. Help. I need to eat some more bananas. Before we get to the last story, your girl is back on TikTok. I finally feel good coming back on TikTok. A lot of you guys hit me up privately and was like, girl, you're probably just following like the wrong type of TikTok. So now I'm following like business and beauty TikTok, and yeah. Yes. So if you guys want to know about my hair details and stuff, just go look up the Voodoo Child on TikTok. So we're going to get into our title story. If you give a squatter a place to stay. I don't know why this title had me dead. Like, because I immediately thought of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And I was like, I know y'all are going to gag. So let's get into it. Hey, Naja and Tribe. I have been watching you since your Bando video. Oh my God. And I remember seeing you on Tumblr way back in the day. Girl, isn't that so crazy to think that that's almost like 10 years ago? Like, I turn 25 next month. And that Tumblr shit, I was 15. So yeah, 10 years ago. Your girl has been on social media for 10 years. That's why the whole generation thing is stupid, because I'm born in 96 and I've been on social media for like that much of my life. But I'm still technically a millennial. But then some people would consider me a Gen Z. But I didn't, like, I don't know. But that is just so cool that you've, like, been with me from adolescence to, like, that's just crazy. Thank you so much for sticking with me. That's just crazy to me. She said, I know by the time you read this, the girl will be out of my damn house, but still, I would love your advice. This will be my first, but hopefully not my last tribe tea. Anyways, I am 25 years old. I live in a small 1-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend of 5 years, and we are genuinely happy. Well, congratulations. And recently, my best friend got into an argument with her landlord and had to leave. The police were involved and everything. Okay. That is like the worst thing to do. You never want to beef with a landlord. Like, beef with a tenant if you got to. The landlord, like, that can mess up. They could take your ass to court. Like, so she's been sleeping in her car. Oh, man. And I asked if she wanted to stay a night or two at my place. She told me she would never do so because she doesn't want to impose on me and my relationship. So here's where the issue really starts. She instead asked if she could charge her phone, and I agreed. At first it's okay, but I noticed time goes by and she's still here. I asked if she was going to stay the night, and she insisted not to. During this time, she's telling me and my boyfriend how good of a job she has and how much money she makes. She even disses my job and says I should leave so I can get paid for real money as if she isn't homeless. So hold up. So you telling me you got somebody who is literally like coming to your house every day on some like decompressing shit as if they are working, chilling at your house, talking about, girl, you need to get paid that real money, but I don't need to stay here though. What? Okay. So this turns into her ordering food, all about being rude to the worker and flaunting how much money she has, and her telling us she has to wait 45 minutes for food to be delivered, so she will have to stay a little longer. Time moves on, and now it's 10 p.m. She insisted we watch this show on Hulu. Oh, something else someone has to pay for. The Hulu. My thing is like, sis, look, okay, my thing is, look, if you are down on your shit, damn, I just realized the music hasn't been playing that whole time. If you're down on your shit, I'm gonna need you to fix your attitude. I'm gonna need you to have a better outlook. I'm gonna need you to be kind. I'm gonna need you to be nice. I'm gonna need you to let me like want to help you, because this ain't it. Like, I would have been like, ma'am, get out. So I asked her again if she's going to leave or stay the night, and she turns to my boyfriend and says, well, I mean, I should ask him since this is his house, right? My boyfriend agrees off the strength of it being my friend, and the girl has been here since. This all happened a week ago. She won't leave, nor does she give us a time or a date when she is going to leave. I know most people usually wouldn't freak out and would see this as being a good friend. But first and foremost, I am an introvert with social anxiety. I really enjoy being by myself a lot and treat my home as my sanctuary. Girl, me too. My home is definitely my sanctuary, and like all my closest friends know, like, come to me, come into my sanctuary, or let me come into yours. Like, and we could watch a movie and chill and be in Snuggies and shit and drink wine. Like, I don't really like the whole idea of like the mix. So I get what you're saying. So that day was the first time she ever set foot into my house, and that's because I'm big on certain energies being in my house. Well, didn't you say this was your best friend? So this is your best friend, and your best friend has only been in your house once. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry that anxiety is getting you like that. That is so crazy but then again, that's also very telling of y'all's friendship and y'all relationship. So my friend is an extrovert who hates being alone. Every waking moment that I am home, she wants to hang out, and it's making me hate her. She also talks down on my apartment as if it's below her and relates it to her old apartment. Another thing is, our apartment is really small and our walls are thin. She's been crashing on our couch, but we hear every single movement, and it's been stopping me and my boyfriend from, hooking up or even personal talks because we know she could hear our asses. I feel like I have to walk on eggshells in my own house, and I can't stand it. Now, am I wrong and a bad friend for wanting her to get the hell out of my place? I might send a tribe tea later when I fought my brother's wife, or how my ex made a story time about me on YouTube, or me catching my ex cheating on me in person to make up for this low vibrational story. But I do have an update. So here's the update. I used to have a friend like this too. Y'all in the chat talking about, oh my God, I didn't know somebody just like this. So update. When did the update happen? Oh my God, that is so sad. So she sent me this on November the 19th. She didn't send me an update until December the 2nd. Update. She finally got her ass out, but in the worst way. Okay, so last week we spoke and she told me she was planning on staying for months. My thing is, okay, sis, well then we need to go and actually go. My thing is, I would have been like, look, girl, if you really want to do this and you don't mind living with me and my man and you're really down on your ass and you need that type of help, for one, you need to be nicer. You need to be respectful. You need to be a team player, which you're showing you're not. You're showing that you're just team you and you want everybody to be on board with being team you. That's what the vibe I'm getting from her ass. What she should be doing is be working her ass off, stacking up, and trying to come to y'all with at least maybe like 2-bedroom prospects, maybe moving out, maybe, you know, and even then that's pushing a boundary on your personal relationship, the person that sent me in the story. But just acting like all of this is for you. Like, what the hell? Shout out to Callie. Hey, Callie. Callie says, like my husband says, you need to pick a struggle. You cannot be an a-hole and too broke to take care of yourself. Exactly. Like, it makes it very hard for people to want to help you when you're just that, you know? I told her she should have told me the first time I offered and she would have never imposed. Exactly. Like, if you would have just been straight up from the beginning, like, look, I'm down on my ass. This is something that needs to be done. Okay, well, now we could talk about it. Maybe we can get a lease together, like, get some rent, right? Get some paperwork set up, right, Divine William? Exactly. So, she gave me an attitude and made it seem like I was a bad friend for not letting her stay rent-free on my sofa for months. Like, girl, I am not your mom. I set boundaries and told her she had until last Friday to find a place, as it's been a month since she got kicked out of her landlord's house. Well, Wednesday came along, the day before Thanksgiving, and I came home early to find her hooked. I come home early to find her hooking up on my couch with some dude I don't know. I was livid. Oh my God. Livid is an understatement. I went completely off. And this rando had the nerve to tell me I need to stop trying to control my roommate. Roommate? That ain't my roommate. That's a charity case, sir. Like, that's an orphan. That's not a roommate. So I stared in disbelief because she don't pay no bills or put no groceries in this house. I told him he can help the needy if he wants to, add his 2 cents, and that led to a big old argument that led to us fighting. Moral of the story, do not help rude, broke ass friends, period. And if you know that you and your friend already aren't on like the best terms when it comes to like that nice, nasty shit, maybe you shouldn't live with them, or maybe you should reevaluate your friendship and the people you're allowing to stick around you just because if they're that negative. Like, what the hell? Casey, I actually disagree. And I know a lot of y'all be surprised by that. I actually think friends can live together. Like, it can work. I just don't think best friends could live together. I've lived with friends before where it works, but because we were not that close and because we were different and we viewed it as a financial relationship, it works. Like, it can work. But that whole best friend shit don't work, because then you got a bitch thinking they could sleep on your couch for months without paying. Like, we're in school again and playing house. No, this is real life in the real world. Like, no. The fact that she didn't see how much of an inconvenience that was just let me know she didn't really care about you for real. Like, no. Forever 23 talking about, first of all, he don't even live here, so who is he talking to? Right, boo you whore. You don't even go here. Like, why are you talking I'd have been like, sir, can you please stop wasting up my oxygen in my apartment and get out? I wish your man would have walked in on that. Right, there has to be a healthy dynamic and boundaries and communication. Exactly. That's all it is. That's all it is. Boundaries, communication, and the understanding this is a financial relationship. Like, if your friend is a procrastinator on a damn science project and you know that that's their personality trait of they always pay things late, maybe that's not the person you need to move in with. But maybe that is the person you want to go to the bar and have a drink with, or maybe the person you want to go thrifting with or go shopping or paint picture. You get what I'm saying? But maybe that's not the person you need to be doing a financial agreement with. Shout out to Callie for the donation. She says she violated your sanctuary and got some D when you couldn't get none. Right, I forgot about that. You and your man was definitely being celibate while she over here hunching on the couch. Just nasty. Just nasty. Just nasty. I don't know how she felt so comfortable doing that. Like, why would she do that? Like, that's just disgusting to me. Talking about, was she paying for her food? Obviously, because they said she wasn't putting no groceries in the house. She got way too comfortable. Way too comfortable. So what happens when you give a squatter a place to stay? They gonna squat. You give a squat a spot, they gonna squat. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about all these stories. Today has been a doozy straight from the beginning. Today has been freaking crazy. Thank you guys so much, all of my mods in the chat. Thank you guys, everybody in the chat, everybody that made it in here. Yeah, they was celibate, girl. Make sure you guys have the, oh my god, y'all heard my voice crack? Make sure you guys go on my on my site and go and check out the faux septum rings. I put some more on there if you guys want some faux septum rings. I also have different colors like rainbow, black, silver, and gold if you want to support the channel. And also just make sure that you guys, where's the banner at with the email? Oh yeah, make sure if you guys want your stories seen on my channel, all you guys have to do is email tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com. We are going to be having season 2 of the Tribe Tea podcast. It's going to be available on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, all that jazz, Amazon Music at the end of either the end of this month or the beginning of June. I really want to say I'm going to have it together by the end of this month. We have interviews already happening, so I'm sorry the auditions are closed. We have everybody who we're going to be interviewing, and we're going to be giving some call center stories this season. So stay tuned to that. Make sure you go to shopvoodoochild.com and sign up to be a member. Or you could just do the old-fashioned way and turn your notifications on YouTube, which works sometimes. Doesn't work all the time, but it works sometimes. Let me see. Is there anything else that I wanted to tell you guys? Oh, I have new merch dropping. I got new accessories as of right now. And if you want the details on this hair, follow me on TikTok. It's only like $20. Not even human. Moving like this. Like what? All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much again. Make sure you guys like this video before you leave. I hope you guys all have a nice Wednesday. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.